Okay, so we are going to move on to announcements. And the first announcement is that we have a vice chair vacancy. So if anybody would like to submit a nomination for a vice chair candidate.
Okay, would you be interested in that?
Sure. All right. I would.
Okay.
Round heels.
Yeah. No, but I would like to help, and I think this is a great organization, and I just am really pleased to see how kind of innovative the thinking is. And so if I can help in that regard, I'd love to.
Great, thank you.
Nice, thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
And so how do you want to proceed on that, Pete? Do you want to do the voting or?
We should probably do a vote. It's not, there's nobody really
I
standing
move that
against.
we accept Kay as
There you
vice
go.
chair.
Yeah,
There
see
you
you
go.
second.
All those in favor say
Second.
aye.
Everybody?
Done, look at that.
It's unanimous.
Okay, good.
Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. So we have a vice chair. Okay, and the second announcement is going to be commission updates. So I kind of want a little bit of feedback on this. How does the group feel about having the updates in written form? So right now we have a neighborhoods commission update. That's this paper that went around. And would you like to hear from the commissioners during the meeting, or?
I got two questions, and I think it would be, I think that the consideration should be to ask them if they want time, if they need time, if they have anything, instead of us deciding, and give them a couple minutes or whatever it takes, because they're not very much, and I don't know how much people are going to read those if they're not here, or if maybe there might be a conversation if they have something to say.
Okay.
So that would be my input.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
I'll be against that.
Okay. Pete?
If we put them in writing and distribute them with the agenda, we get a much broader reach than just the people that come to the meetings, because there's a lot more people on the mailing list than anything there. And if there is interest in some specific item, say on the neighborhoods commission or something like that, we got the half an hour beginning at 8 o'clock to talk about whatever is there. So it seems to me we got better outreach on these things. And quite frankly, neighborhoods commission, there isn't that much going on very frequently. So having time to speak is really just eats up agenda time. I think it's better used in other things.
Well, thank you, and I hear what you're saying. I don't mean that it should be on the agenda every single week. I think it should be up to the commission to say, gee, can I have a couple minutes?
Okay.
So if they have something, they want to have a conversation with their group, they have the opportunity. And they can write it down too. I think they should write it down, even if they do make comments. I think it would be good to, for the same reason that Pete just said, it's a broader audience.
I also felt it was always rather odd to have only those three commissions, because there's the Senior Citizen Commission, the Planning, there's Historic Landmarks. It was just the case that there were members in this group that were on those commissions. But it kind of seems like, I think if you had somebody in here, we would encourage anybody to join a commission, right? And then if you wanted to have an opportunity to speak up, I think you should in this group, so. Yeah.
I submitted a report, but I don't feel comfortable in doing that. And as I put in the email, it's up to misinterpretation. It's up to someone passing my words around to other areas. I've had some unpleasant experiences on Facebook, and the first thing they do is they tag me as being a Parks Commissioner, and I don't need that. I don't mind giving you a report. Like I said, I turned in a 2-page report, and I did list the reports that we were presented with last month, and then I did list some activities that are coming up that people might be interested in. And but I didn't want it going outside of this room, but there's no guarantee on that either.
Will it be okay to share it on the Yahoo groups if I posted your update on our group Yahoo?
I just don't feel comfortable with it.
Okay.
And it's only because of some things that have happened. Right now, Parks it's a political hotbed. I'm just kind of blown away with some things that are going on.
Okay. Fair enough. What I will do is actually, when the meetings are coming up, I'll ask you just like Antonina and Joan had recommended, is I'll ask if you need some time or if you're gonna be present for that meeting.
Okay.
But thank you though for your feedback. So that's what we'll do is, I will ask the commissioners, fellow commissioners, if they want some time to speak or as well as providing a written update. Okay, any questions on that before we move forward? No? I put here, let's keep our neighborhoods out of the dark.
I like that.
I,
I thought that meant something else, but then I continued to read it.
2 weeks ago, I went out on a Saturday night, one of my neighborhood rounds that I'm famous for, and I was just in the north side area, general area, and I wrote down 25 outages and reported them all. It took me 2 hours, but did it all. And I'm like, what's going on here? It's not exactly copper wire theft. I think it's a little bit of that, but I think it's just outages on their own, you know, just normal wear and tear on the bulb. So if we can report the outages to DOT, I put the phone number here, 408-794-1903.
Can you do that on the app too? Do you know the San Jose City?
No, not the
No,
thing.
you
that-
can't.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Not
That-
yet.
That's one of the things that we're moving forward to.
Okay.
So,
You can
smart
also-
city, coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can also email DOT at street.lights@sanjoseca.gov.
So what information do they need? What information do we
You
need to
would-
get to report?
If there is a poll number on the light, you would write down the poll number. If there is not a poll number, you can always get the approximate location. You know, you are at North 6th Street at Empire, you know, something like that where the technicians can actually track that.
How long does it typically take? Do you know?
It varies. Sometimes the lights are back up in a
Okay, so-
week. Sometimes they're back up 4, 6 months
Yeah.
later. Yeah, so it's all over the place there. Does anybody have any questions regarding the street lights? Okay. And does anybody else have any announcements that they'd like to make?
I won't be here at the next meeting. I will be in Ireland with the Sister Cities program. So it turns out I'm the only city council member with actual Irish blood in my system.
You?
Really?
My mother's grandmother was full Irish.
Oh,
So my
wow.
great grandmother
That's pretty
on
close.
my mother's side, and her grandparents were the ones that actually on both sides had come over from Ireland and moved into Kentucky. That's what it was. So, yeah.
Well, then happy St. Patrick's Day
Yeah,
to you.
that's right.
You're wearing green. Are you going, is it Dublin?
Dublin, yeah, it's the Dublin Sister Cities trip. The mayor will be there, the vice mayor, myself. I think that might be it. So unless we have another council member that goes,
I went there on business and it was very interesting.
never been. So
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
yeah.
Alrighty. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
The motion to
Yeah.
adjourn.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Good job, Dee.
Yeah.
Yes, nice to meet you. Did the Argos ever, they said that they were gonna reach out to you with information.
Yeah.
In Dublin, there's a building, looks like the White House.
I was there once, I didn't see, well, I was there for a week.
So much on me. White House is in the White House.
Oh, was it?
Depends, like,
Thank you.
Car from the-
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. There's also in Dublin, there's this great old church with a bunch of dead bodies. There's so much lime and earth. Because they have mummified these bodies. You know, I mean, it's
They come back together. It's difficult.
I don't remember when it was, 16 something or other. I mean, hundreds of years, yeah. There's also a pub on church grounds. My favorite place.
I really appreciate that.